I'm excited to share a very inspired episode with you today that is about coincidence and synchronicity. What do you believe is happening to you in your life? I'm going to be sharing examples of my own synchronicities that I've noticed. I'm going to be sharing examples friends have been sharing with me recently since I've brought up these subjects of synchronicities in their lives. I'm going to be picking cards from my two decks here, see if we can see synchronicities happening live right in front of you. Very excited to share this. Let's jump right in here. There are experiences that happen to us in our lives. Are they synchronicities? Are they coincidence? Is it blind luck? The luck of the Irish. This is a question of and questions for the ages. I believe there are synchronicities all around us. Some people believe this is God, the universe, whatever it is that is your higher power that is responsible for these synchronicities in our lives. When I was moving here to London, it all happened very quickly within the space of a couple of weeks. Now, in the process of getting everything organised to leave and put my stuff into storage and do all the different things I had to do, the one thing I didn't do was find somewhere to stay. I had a layover in Iceland on the way to London, and while there in the airport, in the middle of the night, I'm searching for an Airbnb to stay. Now, most people would think, oh my Lord, Hugh, why would you wait to the last minute to do that? I picked a room that ended up being an Airbnb that also had been a place that people could stay longer. The person who was my landlord was also an acting agent. She was my first acting agent. 3 or 4 weeks after I arrived, I booked my first National British commercial with her.
The Ryder Cup is back.
Prata på blått.
Believe in blue.
Credi nel blu.
Think about that. I'm in an airport in Iceland in the middle of the night, and this huge shift in my life going from Los Angeles and America, where I'd been there for 17 years, and now all of a sudden I have to move to another country where I don't really know anybody. I find a place where the landlord is an agent. We go on to book this commercial, and the room ends up becoming my permanent solution that helps me survive through some really difficult times. Is that all coincidence? I don't believe for a second it is. I believe these are synchronicities. Nikola Tesla, one of the most extraordinary minds in our history, had this to say, which I think is very relevant to the subject we're talking about. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is directly connected to this subject of coincidence, or is it synchronicity? Because if you think about it in terms of energy, with this example that I just told you, I had a certain energy that was coming over. I got to make this happen. I got to do this, and the certain energy that I was bringing with me created these different experiences to come into my life. Some people would say angels are taking care of you, Hugh. Somebody up there cares about you. That's one of the ways that people put it. If you look at all cultures all around the world, people have got different ways of explaining this. So the stories that she shared were very simple. The first one was, ever since you've mentioned to me, Hugh, about the numbers, 111, 22, 22, I see them all the time. Look up 1111 online and you'll see this is a real phenomenon happening to people all over the world. What are the reasons for that? That's for a whole other episode by itself. But this is one example that she's been experiencing. She's doing yoga in her garden, and there's a flock of birds flying around, and she thinks in her mind, oh God, this bird's gonna do its business on me, right? And she thought really strongly, this is what's going to happen. The birds fly directly over, and what happens? Boom, the bird does his business on her. Now, is that a coincidence? Is that a synchronicity? Did she literally will that to occur? This is where your own perspective comes in on it. Another story that she shared. Somebody in her life, in a personal relationship, is now all of a sudden calling them all the time, messaging them all the time, whereas only a couple of days ago they had heard nothing from them. What is the connection with this? Why did they all of a sudden start calling? Because recently they, my friend, had made the decision, I don't really want to have this person in my life anymore. They didn't discuss it with the person, but their energy shifted. And as her energy shifted, all of a sudden this person in her life picks up on that energy. Experiment time. This deck of cards here is called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. There are essentially 50 cards in here. Could be like 52 or 50 cards or somewhere around there. And I'm going to shuffle these cards right in front of you. No editing of this clip. I'm going to pick out a card. Let's see if this card is related to the subject matter today. Now this is, all these quotes are beautiful quotes about various aspects of spirituality, about love and forgiveness and all kinds of different things like that. So not everything here is connected, but watch, I know it. Even before I pick it out, this card is going to be connected, and here it is. Alright, so you can see it before I put on my glasses and read it. Is this card connected to what we've been talking about? It says, energy flows where my intention goes. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do here? And here's another deck of cards I'm going to put out for you. This is called The Money and the Law of Attraction. This is Abraham Hicks' set of cards here. And again, I'm just going to pick out a card. Is this card going to be connected to what we're talking about? Absolutely it is. And this is not, here you go. Here's the card just so you see it before I even read it. You see it there? And this card says, I am the attractor of my every experience. Energy, frequency, and vibration is what Tesla talked about. Energy, frequency, vibration. This is where we find the secrets of the universe. I don't believe in the concept of things happening by coincidence. I just don't believe in it at all. I think the word should be thrown out of the dictionary. That may seem extreme, but when you start to notice these patterns, when you start to see, as I see, these synchronicities happening in life, you start to feel passionately about it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And the deeper you go into it, the more things that you see and that you experience. And then when you have these experiences, and then other friends who are now vibrating at the same frequency as you are having similar experiences, and this energy flows between you. Energy, frequency, vibration. I start making friends all around the same energy, frequency, and vibration. I start bringing things like this apartment into my life, which are the same energy, frequency, and vibration. I pick cards out there. Some people will see that from a certain point of view and go, Hugh, that was just pure luck. But other people will look at that and go, oh my God, wow, Hugh, that was so cool. What a beautiful moment. So it all depends on your perspective. And my purpose here is not to try and convince you one way or the other, but simply to start the conversation, to share the things that I feel passionately about. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these episodes. I have nothing but love for you, and I have some incredible, beautiful episodes that are coming up. I cannot wait to share with you. Until the next time we chat, I have nothing but love. Nothing but love.